drive-in. We tell them that we went to the drive-in.
The creature from the blacklit... Oh, wait. Nope, that's not this one. Hold on, let me check. This one is... Let me see here. Ah, yes. The monster from Piedras, Blancas. Which looks like the Gill Man. Kinda. This is a 1959 sci-fi horror film where the monster really does look like the Gill Man and the mole people had a baby together. This was directed by Ivan Berwick and was released on April 22nd by Film Services Distributor. We open with our lighthouse keeper exiting his lighthouse and telling people to stay off his land. Then we get our title screen and credit. And yes, the guy who plays the monster is also in the credits. We see the townspeople gather around a boat that is washed ashore, with apparently some headless person in it. Those happened before the movie started, and we didn't see anything, so those don't count. This is Constable Martin, played by Forrest Lewis, and the lighthouse keeper's name is Sturgis, played by John Harmon. Sturgis stops off at the local store to get some supplies. It's owned by a man named Kolchak, played by Frank Anderson. He's the guy who found the bodies. Thinks it was the monster of Piedras Blancas. Sturgis denies that idea. Kolchak pisses him off because he said he sold his meat scraps to someone else earlier. Why would he be upset about that? Oh, and by the way, this town stores their dead bodies in the local shop's icebox.
Wait a minute, I'd open up the ice room.
Not sure if I'd buy meat from that guy. Sturgis makes another pit stop by the local bar to see his daughter, Lucille, played by Janine Carmick, and he tells her to get home early tonight before it gets dark. ... Why would he tell her that? Question mark. The constable also shows up, and he wants to question Sturgis. But Sturgis says, no thanks, I'll talk to you later, man, bye. This kid at the bar looks familiar. Oh, it's Donnie Sullivan from the Gila Monster. Glad he got out of that town and he's seeing the rest of the United States. He plays Fred, who is trying really hard to pick up Lucille. Back at the deli, which is now serving as the morgue, we meet Dr. George Ensign, played by Les Terminia. Yeah, I'm still not good with last names, guys. You should know this by now. But he did the examination in the icebox there, where he is stumped to find out what killed the two people in the boat, which is that their heads are missing. What a great doctor. Over on the beach, Fred and Lucy are... having lunch? Over on the other side of the beach, near the lighthouse, we find Sturgis taking the meat scraps down to something. Then we head back over to Fred and Lucille. Then we head back over to... Okay, this movie has a ton of quick jump cuts between characters and conversations that don't really matter, so we're going to cut a lot of those out. Whew. Anyway, the constable is still hot on this case of the two dead bodies found, but he wants to keep it hush-hush until they have answers. Later on, Fred drops off Lucille, and her dad is not happy about her actions as of late. Sturgis sends Lucille to bed early without her pudding. We get our first monster kill. Kolchak. He's killed off screen, but it's during the movie, so we're gonna count it. They find Kolchak where they find the first two bodies. No head. Quick side note, this guy Eddie who's hanging around there is Dr. Pete Dunn. He also plays the monster in this one. They do find a clue at the deli, though, a giant fish scale. The doctor and Fred run some tests on the scale and come to the conclusion that it's...
Actually the same as that of the diplovertebron, only larger.
What is a diplovertebron?
I'm really glad, by the way, Don has moved into physics as opposed to being a greaser. Lucille pops in to say that her dad's been hurt, so they rush to help him now. They find Sturgis passed out and beaten up on the beach. When he wakes up, he doesn't remember what the hell happened. He tells the tale of the monster, though, that apparently lives in the caves by the coast. Back in town, more people are popping up headless. Okay, the first two kind of count also. It. A lot of people dying off screen, so it, we're gonna count it now. Whoa, the monster just got Eddie now. And it was hiding in the icebox the whole time. After the monster runs rampage, they find another scale and put two and two together, that this monster is our killer.
Just the clue we needed.
The townspeople throw a posse together to hunt down the monster. They divide up and look along the beach for it.
Come on, he must have gone out through the top. Come on. Over here! Bear still. Let's get Mike back right away and patch him up.
In the meantime, Sturgis tells Lucille that he's been taking care of the monster in the caves. He also tells her, "Shit, I'm a horrible guy to work at a lighthouse because I just realized the light upstairs doesn't work. And if we don't get that light working, ships are going to ram against those rocks and sink." At the same time, the Doctor, Constable, and Fred concoct an idea to capture the monster. You know, the normal Scooby-Doo stuff. Hope he runs into the net.
Zoinks!
Man, this movie is just one giant homage to fucking Scooby-Doo, it seems like.
Zoinks!
Back at the lighthouse, the monster breaks in and nabs Lucille. The monster chases the old man at the top of the lighthouse. The beast then throws Sturgis off the top of the lighthouse.
Oh my God.
Fred goes up to distract the monster while Lucille turns the light on and knocks it right off the side of the house. The end. This one had a lot of potential. It definitely has that cool, spooky monster from the sea story going for it. I do like the characters in this movie, and the cast is pretty good also. It's good to see Don Sullivan back. The monster costume doesn't look too bad either, but again, it does look kinda hokey. You know, almost if a movie was to make fun of old school monster movies, this looks like the suit they would use. The part when it pukes up the water, though, is pretty cool. Hey, I'd say check this one out. It's not too bad.